Picture this, you're about to watch someone drop the most controversial golf take of 2025 and half of you are already reaching for the comment section to tell me I'm an idiot. That's already true, I know it, so you don't have to remind me. But buckle up because I'm about to defend the honor of a legend. What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda here. You know what? I grew up watching Jack Nicklaus dominate golf courses like they owed him money. And I'm here to tell you something that's going to make a lot of Tiger fanboys absolutely lose their mind. Jack Nicklaus is the GOAT, and it's not even close. Tiger Woods, amazing player, absolute legend, but he's not Jack. And before you start typing your angry dissertation in the comments, let me explain why the Golden Bear gets disrespected more than a substitute teacher on the last day of school. Let's start with the obvious, the wins. I know a lot of people talk about this. Jack has 18 majors to Tiger's 15, but here's what everyone conveniently forgets. Jack finished second in majors 19 times. 19. Tiger has 6 second-place finishes. That means Jack was in contention to win 37 majors throughout his career. Think about that for a second. The man was basically allergic to missing the weekend when it mattered most. And here's where it gets really unfair for Jack. And this is probably going to blow your mind. Half of Jack's greatest shots were never even filmed. We're talking about an era where TV coverage was basically, hey, let's point one camera at the 18th green and hope something interesting happens. Meanwhile, Tiger's entire career has been documented like he's the star of his own reality show. Every shot, every fist bump, every club twirl captured in 4K from 17 different angles and replayed until we're all sick of it. You want to talk about recency bias? Of course, younger golf fans think Tiger's better. They didn't grow up watching Jack methodically destroy golf courses with the precision of a Swiss watchmaker. And let's be honest, nobody's going to go back to watch grainy footage of Jack from 1975 when they can watch Tiger's highlight reel in crystal clear HD on YouTube. Here's my first question. How much of our sports opinions are shaped by what we actually saw versus what we were told was great? Because I guarantee most of you have seen Tiger hit that chip shot at Augusta about 1,000 times, fist pump, but have you ever seen Jack's 1-iron at Pebble Beach in '72? Probably not, because it wasn't filmed from every conceivable angle and turned into a meme. Now, let's talk about equipment, because this is where things get absolutely ridiculous. Jack Nicklaus was out there hitting 1-irons like they were putting clubs. You know what a 1-iron is, right? It's basically a medieval torture device disguised as a golf club. Meanwhile, Tiger gets to use fairway woods that are more forgiving than a grandmother at Christmas dinner. The technology gap between what Jack used and what modern players use is like comparing a horse and buggy to a Tesla. And don't even get me started on the technical analysis. You know how Jack adjusted his lie angles? He looked at where the artificial turf had built up on the bottom of his clubs and then bent the hosel by hand. That's it. No launch monitors, no spin rate analysis, no azimuths and dimple comparisons, no computer models telling him exactly how the ball was going to fly. The man was basically golfing blindfolded compared to what players have access to today. Tiger had TrackMan telling him his launch angle down to the decimal point. Jack had his caddy saying, "Looked good to me, boss." And it's not even the same sport anymore. Here's the kicker, and this is where I'm about to make a statement that's going to make people even more furious than they already are. If you took Jack Nicklaus in his prime and gave him modern equipment, modern course knowledge, modern fitness training, and modern technical analysis, he wouldn't just be better than the Jack we remember, he'd be better than anyone who's ever played the game, including you-know-who. Think about it. Jack won 18 majors while basically playing golf with Stone Age equipment. What happens when you give that same strategic genius, the same mental toughness, the same clutch gene, the tools that Tiger had? You get something that would make Tiger's dominance look like a warm-up round. So I'm kind of curious, if we could transport Prime Jack to today's game with today's technology, would it even be fair to the rest of the field? I'm talking about a guy who figured out how to win more than anyone else in golf history using equipment that truly belongs in a museum. Now, here's what really gets me about the Tiger versus Jack debate. People act like Tiger revolutionized golf. But Jack was doing Tiger things before Tiger was even born. Jack was the first guy to really approach golf like a chess match, thinking 3 shots ahead while everyone else was just trying to hit it hard and find it. Tiger perfected Jack's approach, which is incredibly impressive. But let's not pretend he invented it. And can we talk about longevity? Jack was competitive in majors well into his 40s. Tiger had his run. his personal issues, got hurt, came back, got hurt again. I'm not minimizing what Tiger accomplished. His comeback story is pretty legendary, but Jack was just consistently excellent for decades. No drama, no scandals, just pure golf domination year after year. Look, I'm not trying to diminish Tiger's greatness. The man was appointment television every time he teed it up. But this idea that Tiger is automatically the GOAT because he was more exciting to watch or because his highlights look better on social media, that's not how greatness works. Jack Nicklaus won more when it mattered most, did it with inferior equipment, did it without the benefit of modern technology, and did it in an era where half his brilliance disappeared into the ether because nobody thought to film it. He's the golf equivalent of that uncle who tells amazing stories, but nobody believes him because there's no photographic evidence. You know, like me, I used to be able to throw a football over a mountain range. The real crime here isn't that people think Tiger is great. It's that an entire generation of golf fans has been robbed of truly appreciating what Jack Nicklaus accomplished. We're so busy being mesmerized by Tiger's fist bumps and dramatic putts that we forget about the guy who made the clutch putt look as routine as brushing your teeth. But hey, maybe I'm just an old soul who appreciates greatness that didn't come with its own documentary series and Nike marketing campaign. Maybe the real GOAT debate isn't about who was better. Maybe it's about who had to overcome more to achieve their greatness. And on that front, Jack Nicklaus laps the field. Peter Von Panda, out.